Okay, dokie then, Bob. How do I move you out of the way? Zeph seems fun. Can we get 2-hour patch review for tomorrow? I won't be ready without it. Alright, well, I just got back. Is there a patch tomorrow? What y'all fucks talking about? The buddy spell is back. Nice. Let's just make everything crazy. Why not? Why not? Might as well. We got a month left of this patch. Set everything on fire. It's not like we're going to balance this patch. Let's be real. Buddy meta's a lost cause from the start in terms of balance. Might as well have fun with it. You know? Might as well just, say, fuck it. Everything will be fine. Coin minion. Level line. What you got? 1 pirate. You want a level, though. Toki ain't staying down on turn 2. What kind of Toki stays down on turn 2? A crazy one, that's who. Okay, not this one, but a crazy one. Imagine just like using your hero power to take a 2-star. What would your opener have to be? Swabby opener plus spell and shop, and you find another good minion, then you level in hero power for 3. So double Swabby plus coin or something like that in the shop. Would make sense because you come out ahead versus the Toki curve line. I'm just going to press F to doubt, actually. Whether there's any real line there that actually makes sense. I don't know about that one. What, bringing back the buddy spell? I've given up on analyzing balance for buddy meta. Genuinely. I don't think it's a fun concept. We don't have to care about balance. Just go do crazy shit and go win the game. Balance is fun when the game is close to balance. Balance discussions are fun. When the game is just like radical, massive, hundreds of thousands of stat boards, you're just like, you know, on second thought, let's just go do silly shit. We'll have a better time doing that anyway. You're out. You're out. You're out. Good for you. Next patch coming soon, a month from now. We're not going to get a big patch. Genuinely. Like, sounds a little bit defeatist, a little bit, woe is me. But we genuinely are not going to get a patch to make Battlegrounds better. Not until they just completely overhaul the game. You can just see it from the cadence in which they're releasing stuff and how much development time is being put into it. Buddy patch is a lost cause. They're not going to dedicate more time to it. It's a funny one to throw back in the game. We get to go have fun with it for a little bit while they develop the next patch. Next big patch for BGs is going to be 1 month from now. Fun? Eh. You're playing. You're watching. I'm playing, you know? I think it is fun. I don't think it's the most fun we've ever had. I'd rather play something new, but it's better than playing the same old, right? Question is like, did you gain something off of a low effort implementation to the game? I think they do. Because like all they did was just re-enable buddies. Spend a tiny bit of time with like one initial balance patch, and then they get a free up development time for the new stuff. Okay. What's this line look like? Looks like double 5-star next turn. We'll have to think about. Yep. 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 Shocker. Grey Bell strong on early turn. More at 11. I don't think it's really debatable. It's a 5 here. Dude, double Yu'lon is hilarious in terms of number of stats on the board. We've got Terracosa. What does this look like? A golden Yu'lon. Or golden hunter of gathers. I mean, this will be great. I'm a believer. Any tips on what to do with Sylvanas when undead aren't in? Not in a vacuum. You gotta play the game in front of you. Depends on the situation you're in. Out. Out. Pretty good, pretty good. Over damage cap, pivot toward dragons. Sucks we took 14 in that scenario, but here we go. You know, honestly, this might not be a hero power here. Not this turn. Just taking another 5 doesn't do much for us. Okay, poet. Okay, big guy. Though to be fair, dragons, I mean, we're always going to be dragons with as low as we dropped. Double self or spells bad? Yeah, it's bad. For a 50-50 chance of increased value. I hear you. But I don't want to burn gold for something like that. Spell's pretty shit. Just temporary tempo for the turn, which I'm not really panicking on. That big upside is that you can get this off the board, so this thing could gold with a higher likelihood, which is nice. But what if it's only promo drakes? Have you considered just promo drink or Drake comp? Promo drink comp. I mean, it's close. It's the pigs. Just promos, that seems fun. Does kind of seem fun. Possible that you gold the poet, right? But we're going to take both shots of both promos here. And this is a 5, so it doesn't get hit. What a baller. Who's the smartest damn Yu'lon of all time? You're so fucking smart. Yeah, that Yu'lon is so fucking smart. Alright, well. Looks like we dug ourselves out of the hole. See what we can do with this position. Triple golden promo Drake. But why not quadruple? Oh my god, Bob. Bob, you're just getting funny. You're just getting silly at this point. Why not quadruple? I don't know, dude. What do you think? There might be an upside there. I just want to hold this. We can go for Amber Guardian, right? Hero Powering and Buddy, another guaranteed poet. Yeah. And then after the turn, you end up with 2 golden poets. True. Or, hear me out, we could just end the turn and have 2 golden poets. Not that there's a point. Yeah, there's a small point. There's a thought there because, like, it allows you to discover 5 this turn. I think we just level. That way we can go Golden Amber Guardian if we see it. We can also use Virus and then Hero Power this immediately and get Golden Amber Guardian. Which is pretty good. Because holding this thing here and this Hero Power basically is 1 Amber Guardian turns into a Golden Amber Guardian immediately. And we'll sell Yu'lon for the spot. Bork Bork! Yeah, she got to settle back into her routine. She had some hard days being left alone. Believe it or not, they don't love dogs at funerals. She went through a lot, you know? It's a hard life for a dog. She doesn't understand. What's in the box? What's in the box? Start of combat effects? That's not what that says. I don't think there's any golden 6s we want, right? Are we strong for turn 10? Maybe, maybe not, but I'm going to be confident. No reason to use the spell. Even if we got the Amber this turn... I guess if we've got the Amber this turn, we could use it. Because you would sell here. Okay, never mind. There is a reason. You go Terracosa. But it's not going to get us ever... We'll eliminate the ability to play Golden Amber Guardian if we go Golden Terracosa. We could go regular Terracosa, but the upside's pretty low. Triple Terracosa, then you give up your ability to get Golden Amber Guardian. And as soon as you see a single Amber Guardian, you're going to sell out the Terracosa that you just made, so... Unless you think you need it for, like, next turn. Exactly, it doesn't seem like a positive play either. Keep you the smallest one. Hey, what's up, Bald Beans? Appreciate the kind words, dude. Dogs ever wonder who you're talking to? Probably the same as when you're on a conference call, you know? They just kind of, they don't concern themselves with little shit like that in life, you know? Dogs see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is when I'm getting fed. They don't give a fuck about that. Golden Poet stands near Golden Terracosa, will give 4 times stats now. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't say double. Or doesn't say like double the effect. It says your enchantments. You keep double your enchantments on combat. And this says you keep your enchantments. Doubles and keeps your enchantments in combat. Wording actually could use some work there. You know what? It's not a stupid question. Alright, well there it is. That was a good question from the wording. I just dismissed it immediately. Alright, I see you. Yeah, these aren't great. Never gonna see that. Alright, well, you're gone. You gotta go 2. We're down to 1, 2, 3 eligible minions. Not that it really matters. It's not like I'm keeping this. Guess I can look at the 6 and then level. What's my purpose, guys? What exactly am I doing from this point forward? Consume spell is probably the best thing I can see, right? World peace is my purpose? Nah, I'll leave that to smarter people. I play a children's card game. This is probably the most useful card to people. Oh, 3 out of the 4 we snapshot as a Divine Shield, or 4 out of 4. Probably should take the 4 out of 4. Sucks not getting the poets the stats, but so be it. Oh, is Terracosta eligible to be doubled with a buddy? So we learned this one a while back because I made the mistake. It says minions you have 1 copy of, not plain copy of. So golden minions are still eligible to be used with Zeph Buddy. At some point in the past, they changed that. It used to be plain copy. Well, maybe I'm just misremembering. But we had this discussion a while back, and multiple people brought up quotes saying from the changelog when it happened, but they changed Zeph Buddy at the start of this buddy meta. There you go. I'm pretty confident it's true, but unless I go out and, you know, you do your own research. Unless I go out and do my own research. I don't feel confident on that. I think we can just go find tech card at this point. Just find it immediately. Did bro just drop a do your own research in Twitch chat? I did. Not a terrible final card too. If we get the eyes, this is useful. Research, bro? That's what I'm saying, you know? That's, you heard me. I didn't stutter. And we look for eyes, and we look for consume spell. Maybe we don't even freeze consume spell at this point then. Because we have a big hit here. Or we're spending 5 gold for a 14/14 buff is what this is going to turn into when we don't find anything else to put on the board, and we're not going to eat one of these dragons now that they're divine shielded. Might have if we found like a reason to play this. Pretty sure our best hit in the game is Bramble Witch. Then the spell becomes good, to be fair. 14/14? I mean, we destroy this on the current board unless we get another tech card to put in its place. If we do, then we eat this. And we put Bramble Witch on the board and Leroy. Because all we're doing is taking Divine Shield stats, moving it to a different Divine Shield, and then putting another card on that gets value. Is it worth it? I mean, you just asked the question that I've spent the last 90 seconds explaining. That's a classic Twitch chatism if I've ever seen one. Literally sitting over here having the conversation ongoing for 90 seconds. You get to the end of the 90 seconds and the person's like, but what about the thing you just talked about? Yeah, it's an upside. It's not really for this, though. It's an upside because we can pick this up and then play Bramble, right? Against this board. Do you really want Bramble against that board? Which means you're going to get out one of these other cards, too. With the way that's shaping up, you want both this and Bramble on the board. But you can make a pretty good argument for once you see the first Feryx that we just hard roll down eyes. Nope. Second Feryx. I'm going to collect like 45 pieces here. And then never use them. Because the best play we can make for the turn, and we're in top 3 scenario at this point, is we drop Leroy. Or we drop Amber Guardian to put down Leroy, I should say, to be specific. Which means we got to make an argument for, do you use the channel for the 14/14 buff, or do you hold it so that you can potentially snapshot another stat line with Leroy on the board, which is a downside, if we find Bramble Witch against this guy. There's eyes. Nothing here has any value to sub for like the gold. A reborn Leroy. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty dope card. Dude, our comp is OP. We just use Zeph hero power plus the power of AFKing every turn to win a lobby. A return to sanity and you're playing BGs. You know, life gives you perspective. BGs is pretty sanity at this point. Die, player, die. What can I do to make this a-okay? Don't seem to want to find Bramblewitch. Peace. At least it didn't hit the Leroy. So he went 4 turns in that position. Right now it's just the stat board. There really isn't any indication of what he can pivot toward. Does he have Baron? Why would it matter if he has Baron? It's not like it's really zappable, nor is it important that he has Baron. You're not dropping a Leroy off the board for it? Or a gigantic ass minion? I think we actually do want to snapshot these stats. There's no real risk of cleave. This is why we wanted Bramblewitch. This is all of his power on that board. You read his previous board and he's scaling a Nightbane with Greybow hero power. It's pretty much just reads as I'm a passive scaling board with Nightbane. So if you go find Bramblewitch, you use it to set the Nightbane low and he has no power on the board. He's just a tempo board, we're good. We just snowballed him. Might as well counterplay the things he's possibly pivoting toward, right? But when they have Gulakabra, you don't counterplay Baron. Zap is pretty much a dead card in the game at the moment. There's very, very, very few places where it actually pays off for you. Look at that Ferrex doing his job. And by his job, I mean he's just standing there menacingly. Be useful if the board was stronger. Well, that was cool. We golded a Yu'lon to win that game. It just put us far enough ahead that we just golded everything in a promo Drake comp and won by default. Hey, good game. First game coming back.